So it's been a week and I'm going to do my next video, and I have quite a bit to say that people are not going to like, and you know what? I don't care. It looks like the views I got last week were of my own self viewing my videos, if that's even possible, but you know what? I don't care. I don't care because if just one person watches my video, then I've made my point. And it will piss somebody off unless you're a Trump supporter. So, here we go. First thing I'd like to say is I want to thank all of the Democrats and the ridiculous radicals, protesters, looters, and rioters for getting Trump. He's going to be reelected because of you. I know you think you're doing something right, but you're not. You're stupid. And I appreciate your stupidity. I just want to say that one of the things that I am so sick of is, I'm going to be honest with you, I'll probably get this video deleted or snubbed or whatever, but the Black Lives Matter is ridiculous. And hear me out. I have no problem with equality, but all lives matter. I know that pisses the Black Lives Matter off, and I don't care. You're a bunch of Democrat wussies anyway. Radical wussies. Thinking you're taking over Seattle, the blocks, and with your little guns and your baseball bats. You've seen what happened in other areas of the United States. Your rioters. First of all, let me say that I have no problem with people protesting. I understand you have a right to be heard. And as long as your protests are peaceful, it's fine. But being thieves and looters and rioters and damaging a property and taking down statues and having us rename Aunt Jemima and all this other bullshit is absolutely ridiculous. Like I said, all lives matter. You understand that? Alright. Like I said, I'm okay for equality. But the Black Lives Matter movement is beginning to feel like the black community wants to be above everybody else. And I don't care if it's the black community, the Chinese community, whatever community. It's bullshit. We're all equal. Okay? And your stupid protests are doing nothing except getting Trump reelected. And you know what? I get it, okay? The George Floyd thing was terrible. But you know what? You going after cops? You're lucky. Here's what you're lucky of, Seattle, New York, and all you Democrat, liberal, radical people in charge of these states that have allowed this rioting and looting and burning. If I was the president, you don't even want to know. Not only do I call in all the police and let them, by the way, do their job. No vacating precincts, no walking away, turning your back, That's for pussies and wussies and people that are in charge. Okay? You call in the National Guard with the police, even bring a damn tank if you need to. And you stop this. And again, last week's video hinted on how you stop this. Okay, look. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. But you guys that are doing all the rioting and all of you people that are vandalizing and hurting people and breaking into stores, all right, that can't be. This is America. And I understand that America needs to change, but only about 5%, if that, of the cops are bad. You know, you don't, what are you going to do when something happens? When you defund the police, which is stupid, and you get rid of officers, do you know who suffers the most, dumbasses? The black, poor community that needs the officers the most. So, what, do you just don't want to have anybody come? Because that's what's going to happen. Somebody needs to take over and take charge and let Trump just ask Trump for help, and he'll come in and he'll clean up Seattle. But my version of cleaning it up is you go in there, like I said last week, with a bullhorn, and you have all of your forces behind you, and you tell them you have 5 minutes to disperse, or you will be fired upon. And of course you're going to have the people who are going to think, oh, they're not going to do that. Well, you know what? Do it. Even if it's a warning shot, you shoot somebody in the leg or whatever. You think that's radical? Nothing as radical as what you guys are doing in New York and Seattle and Minneapolis and everything else. You know what? That person goes down and they actually see that you mean business. I bet 95% of the crowd is gone within 10 minutes. That's how you fix it. However, there's going to be 5% probably, since we're talking about Seattle. They have their guns, and maybe they'll start a little war. Well, guess what? Once you fire upon the police with a deadly weapon, especially one you probably aren't supposed to have and it's illegal, you're dead. Simple as that. Get rid of these ridiculous people who are terrorizing cops and doing all the rioting and looting and being just plain stupid. Eventually, you'll get rid of all these worthless pieces of shit. And then, things can go back to normal. Yes, we need police reform and change. And we need to take it seriously. But we all know that what you're doing does nothing. Even George Floyd's brother and all of the people who have been killed needlessly by police, all of their families are begging you to peacefully protest. But see, you don't want to hear that. You want to basically be terrorists. And you know how we deal with terrorists? We kill them. That's just how it is. So Be very thankful that the states that you're in and the cities that you're in are governed by democratic, radical, ridiculous cupcake wussies that are in charge. Because if you had somebody in charge that had a set of nuts, there wouldn't be any more rioting and looting and any of this stuff. We would just be making bills for change like we're doing, and the world would just sit and be calm and protest peacefully and go about their business and not be stupid dumbasses. Hopefully you'll tune in next week. I will make another video in a week. Please feel free to leave your comments. I'm not offended, trust me. And I will see you then. Later.